Hello, it is Wednesday, and today we're going to do place value. We're going to do place value, and then also we're going to do this one, which is addition. So we're going to be doing double or triple digit addition, and we're just refining some of these skills, making sure we get to work over them. This is should only take a few minutes every day for you to do. So let's look at the first number. We have, well, let's write down how it goes. Let's write down 3,164. Now notice how it says write the place value of the underlined digit. A digit is a number. So which one in here underlined? Is the 3, the 1, the 6, or the 4 underlined? You can tell it is the 3. Sorry, boys and girls. I am sneezing today. So 3,164, okay? So what is the digit, the 3 in? Is it in the ones place? Now this is only going to go up to thousands. Now I'm going to take you up to a decillion. You just wait until we see what happens with a decillion. In fact, I'm going to show you that in just a minute when we're done with the place value, okay? So we go, this is our ones, this is our tens, this is our hundreds, and this is our thousands. So what should you write on here? Is the 3, where the 3 is underlined and it's bolded, right? It's like this in your paper. So is a 3, what place is it in? Is it in the ones? Is it in the tens? Is it in the hundreds? Or is it in the thousands? It's in the thousands. So what you're going to write is you're just going to write thou for thousand. Okay? Does that make sense? This should be easy. So you have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So you just have to see which one is underlined and which place value it's in. Let's look at, let's drop down to this one. Let's do one right under it. 2999. 2,999 equals what? And which one is it underlined? This one's underlined, right? And it's bolded. So I want you to focus on this one. So we got to see what place value is this 9 in, right? So let's start counting. Ones, you don't have to write this, but let's count. Tens, hundreds, and this is in the thousands. It goes the same way. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So ones, tens, what is a 9 in? It's in the hundreds. So just write 100 like that. You don't have to write the whole word out. We know it's hundreds, right? And let's do one more. Let's do 2 more. Let's look at this one right here. Okay, look at this one. 8,277. So let's write it on the board. 8,277 equals what? So which one is underlined? This one right here, and it's bolded. Right? So let's count. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, right? So ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. And we always start on this side. Always start on the left side, and you go over this way. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. If you're looking at the board, you start over here, and you always start over here, okay? So ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So what is this one in? It's in the tens. Ones, tens. So you're just going to write tens. And then let's do one last one. Let's do this one right here. 1,038. And I'm going to erase this top one. So the number was 1,000. They don't have any commas, but oh well. 1,038. The 8 is bolded and it's underlined. Well, we already know. Let's count our place values. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. What place is the 8 in? It's in the ones, right? So for your thousands, all you have to do is write thou for thousands. I'll know that way you don't have to write the whole word out for thousands. For your thousands, you write thou. For your hundreds, you write hund. Hund. For your tens, you write tens. And for your ones, you write ones. So do this entire page. Okay, that's going to be easy. Now, I'm going to take a second. Let's see if I can put this on my board. I'm going to take you through all the high numbers. We'll eventually learn all of these, okay? We're going to memorize them. So let's see if we can do it. I'm going to start over here and we'll move because it's going to be a big number. All right. So we have our ones, tens, hundreds, comma, thousands. So here's our thousands, all right? Here's our ones, our tens, our hundreds. Here's our thousands. Then we go 10,000. Then we go 100,000. And after 1,000 comes million. All right? So we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions. Guess what comes next? Ones, tens, so it's going to be 10 million. And then what comes next? Ones, tens, hundreds, so it's going to be 1 million, 10 million. What's it going to be? 100 million. So 100 million. And then we have another comma because every 3 changes is a different number. Then we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s, millions, 10 millions, 100 millions. Then we have billions. And guess what we're going to have next? What's the next place value? It's going to be 10 billion. And then the next one is, if it goes ones, tens, hundreds, then it's going to be 100 billion. And then after that one comes trillion. Then we have 10 trillion. Then we have 100 trillion. Right? And it still keeps going. Well, let's move it over a little bit. It still keeps going. After, I think it's a quintillion. Trillion. Then this is a quintillion. And this one's 10 quintillion. And then it's 100 quintillion. Now this keeps going all the way up to 1 decillion. Or actually 100 decillion. I mean, we're going to add probably 20, we would add probably 20 more zeros on there. And I'm going to write that all out for you when we get back to class. And we'll go over all of that. But, you know, this is why it's important to know your place value. Because let's say you had a number that was like this. We're going to put a number in each one of these spots. Let's put a 5 here, a 6, a 2, a 1, a 3, a 4, an 8, a 9, a 7, a 6, a 5, and a 4, a 3, and a 2. All right? So we'd go 56 trillion, 213 billion, 489 million, 765,432. That's how many dollars Adrian's going to have in his bank account one day, right? Or Isaias. Isaias, how much money do you have? Oh, Mr. Vaughn, I have 56 trillion, 213 billion, 489 million, 765,432 dollars. And I'll be like, whoa, Isaias, I am glad you're my friend. Okay, so we're going to learn all the way up to a decillion. You guys are actually going to memorize that because it's fun to memorize. Okay, so let's erase this. Turn to your next page. So after quadrillion, it goes quintillion, sextillion, septillion, octillion, nonillion, decillion, right? So we have ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. After thousands is millions, billions, trillions, quadrillions, quintillions, sextillions, septillion, octillion, nonillion, decillion. That's a lot of numbers, okay? And guess what? We learned from the beginning of math, is that the last number of math? Of course not. God is infinite. He has ultimate, infinite numbers. They just, I don't know, they start doing something kind of like this, you know, to the 1,000th power. Okay, which means that times 1,000 of itself. So that's higher math. You guys will learn that in Mr. Plumey's class. Now, we're going to do this addition worksheet. Okay, this is review. All of you should know it. So let's just do the very first one. 505 plus 506. Okay? Now, where do we start? Do we start in our ones place, our tens place, or our hundreds place? We always start on our ones. So 5 plus 6 is 11. Do we write 11 here? No, because when you look at the number 11, this is your ones place, and this is your tens place. So we got to take that tens place and carry it to the tens place, because we want to make sure that our number are things they right. Ones, tens, hundreds. Right? We want to make sure our bars stay. If you need to draw lines in your bars, that'll work. Let me get closer here. Make sure y'all can see everything okay. Does that make sense? So 5 plus 6 is 11. You put your 1's place here, you carry your 10's place to the 10. 1 plus 0 is 1, plus 0 is 1. And then 5 plus 5 is 10. Now notice we added an extra column here because we have our 1's, 10's, hundreds, and thousands. All right, let's do one more together and then we'll be done because I want you to do these on your own. So do that one, and I'm going to make up one real fast. Let's say 642 plus 384. All right, so we're going to just divide our columns. That way it's easy to keep track of. You have your 1's, 10's, and hundreds, right? 4 plus 2 is 6. 8 plus 8 plus 4 is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Are we going to write 12 like this? Of course not. We're going to take that 2 and carry, we put the 2 here because it's in the 1's place, even though it's in the 10's column, and we carry it up to the next column. So instead of putting 12, the 1 here, we're going to put the 1 up here. 1 plus 6 is 7, plus 3 is 10. Up, we add another column. So what's our number? 1, 2, 3, we put a comma. 1,000, see that comma means 1,000. 1,026. We don't go 1,026 because there are no hundreds. So you just go 1,026. 1,026. So I want you to, boys and girls, do these on here and turn those in. And we'll see you tomorrow for multiplication and what else are we doing tomorrow? Multiplication and subtraction. All right, talk to you later. Bye.